Well, hello, Masterpiece Women. Welcome back to our Masterpiece Women podcast. My name is Tina Raines, and I'm the founder and host of the Masterpiece Women podcast. And today I am blessed to have Coach Laura with us. Laura Croce is an incredible business coach, but she specializes in real estate investment coaching. So if you're someone that's out looking to build a real estate investment portfolio, make sure that you connect with our girl. She's amazing. She's part of Masterpiece. We're thrilled to have her today. So Laura, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tina. I so appreciate this opportunity, and I love being part of the Masterpiece Women.
Well, we're thrilled to have you. And as I tell many of the women that have reached out to me, I say, I have maxed out on my capacity for coaching, but if you need a great coach, I'm going to encourage you guys to reach out to Laura because she is phenomenal. So definitely follow her. Her website is there. And so Laura, I want to talk to you a little bit about today, about multiple streams of income. And specifically, you have been in the real estate investment arena for about 28 years, right?
Actually, it's been more like 38.
Oh my goodness. There you go. We just aged
right
ourselves,
out of the crib.
Girl. Well, I've been in healthcare that long, so we've just aged ourselves very quickly. Sorry if you're young millennial. Yes, you're talking to, but we're like fine wine, right? We get better as we age. The wiser for sure.
For sure.
So let's talk a little bit about investment. Tell us, how did you get started in that arena?
Well, actually, I started off when I was in my early 20s. I wanted to be able to get multiple streams of income. And I knew that if I started in the real estate world, I really did a lot of research about a lot of wealth. People in this country that have a lot of wealth have obtained it from real estate investing. So I started researching and decided that I wanted to get into the rental industry, because then I could be getting that passive income every month. So I started buying properties, and I took really limited financing terms. So the houses that I started buying were 15-year mortgages, and then I would pay the extra principal down so that I was actually able to buy those homes and have them only 10 years was my goal. To, even though I financed them for 15, I wanted to pay them down quickly.
That's awesome.
So I started in the rental. And then after in that industry, I started buying single family homes. It led to multiple properties. I would buy duplexes and triplexes, and then eventually had bought 3 large apartment complexes. So I was really involved in more of the rental.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, and now you're actually basically investing in other people to do that, right? You're actually a lender.
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful. So I love how God uses women, and not just to make wealth, but to then invest back into other people. And now you're coaching. What led you to want to become a business coach, and specifically helping people to really build their influence and build their ability to do real estate investment?
I realized with hiring a coach in the past myself, how much it can fast track me to be able to acquire growth and wealth very quickly. So I'm all about working smart, not hard.
I love that about you, because you're like, I'm going to work smarter. I'm going to delegate. I'm not taking down all that nonsense. I love that about you, because you've got it going.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn that lesson. I learned a lot of lessons through the School of Hard Knocks, but now that I've gotten older, I really realized how important it is to seek advice from people that know more than me.
Absolutely. And that really is key, right? With leadership. When you're a great leader, you surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. You surround yourself with people that can add value. And having a mentor and having a coach, yes, it's an investment. When I pay for mine every month, it's an investment. However, it is so valuable to be able to have people speaking into you that have gone before you and, have already done the work and made the mistakes, and then they can pour into you.
Absolutely.
So what is your favorite part of coaching?
I love it when I see someone that has a breakthrough and has that aha moment of, okay, I get it. And when they have that breakthrough, it's life changing. And so to get to that point, when they really realize that they're unstoppable and they've just raised their ceiling, and there is no limits.
Okay, stop there. Unstoppable. We must, highlight that a moment. So Laura also is a co-author of several books of Unstoppable. So we'll put down below where you can buy them, because it's a great opportunity to learn from Laura as well as others unstoppable entrepreneurs that she wrote in the book. So I caught that. That's like just a really great segue into talking about your book. So she's an author, she's a speaker, she's a coach, and she's a real estate investor as well as a lender. So she has lots of great value to add to all of you. So let's talk a little bit, Laura, about having multiple streams of income, because that is actually very intimidating to some people. They, they're concerned about being too spread too thin, and they're concerned about, how will I manage it all? And I know you are really, really good at managing it all. So let's talk about how do you encourage people to have multiple streams of income, and what does that really look like for you?
I think it's really important to stay in your lane. Pick an area that you want to be an expert on and delegate everything else. So for instance, I can do bookkeeping. I've, done it for years, but what I realized, it was not my area of expertise. So what would take me 2 hours to do, I could pay a bookkeeper 10 minutes to do. So when you're able to really understand your giftings and know where you're strong and delegate all your weaknesses, this way I could just focus on investing and I don't have to worry about, any of the other aspects of it.
Nice. And so what would you say to someone right now in this economy? Real estate is going down. There's, a recession going on. How would you advise people to invest, especially when it comes to properties, because it is a little bit different market right now? What would that look like?
There's always opportunities that are going to be out there. And it's just really, again, educating yourself, working smarter rather than harder. There's principles that you can follow when you purchase a property, and where you purchase it, and what's your exit strategies, and what's your income going to be, your positive cash flow after all of your expenses are paid. And so there's always going to be those opportunities out there, even in a down market or an up market. And so just knowing what to do and being able to brainstorm with a coach and be able to say, is this going to work? Is this deal going to happen? Is this going to be a profitable thing for me?
So Laura, I know your expertise is real estate investment. Are there any other lanes of multiple streams of income that you would suggest that our women look into or check out?
Sure. I think that, wherever God is leading you, there's just so many different ways that you can get extra streams of income coming in. I've always stayed in the real estate arena, and because again, I'm a believer in staying in my lane, but there are a lot of different opportunities out there.
Absolutely. And I do believe it's interesting. Many years ago, I went to a Christian conference, and the speaker was this well-known pastor. And he said to everybody, and it was interesting because it was right before the recession. So it was almost prophetic. It was like in 2007, 2006. And he talked about how you need to diversify. You need to have multiple streams of income. And you think about the recession that we're in right now, right? The people who are succeeding, they have to level up in what they're doing and make sure that they actually are seen as the experts in what they're doing. So you can't, take away from what you're currently doing if you want to be successful in it. And I do think that people make the mistake oftentimes because they live in fear. Wouldn't you say usually when people step back, it's because they're afraid. They're afraid that of spending money. They're afraid of, oh, I better get another source of income. But then they don't take care of what they already have.
Absolutely. Fear is a huge holdback. And I say, do it afraid.
Exactly. My favorite words. Absolutely. And so, yes, take care of what you're doing, but oftentimes there's opportunity. If you just spend 1 hour, 2 hours a day, you get rid of your television show, you get rid of some other thing that's not going to get you to your goals, and discover your passions, discover your calling in other ways where that can be profitable. Even if it's, working with the direct sales company, it's working with doing real estate investments, or it is, writing if you're a great writer, write for one of the coaches. If you're a good writer and you need some opportunity, I can give you some people to write for, right, Laura?
Absolutely.
So whatever your skills are, right now I'm in a season that I am balancing Masterpiece Women, and I'm balancing the other company that we're launching in the fat loss industry. And it is a lot. And I've had to step back and go, okay, balance. Yes, I'm all in. You have to be careful when you have multiple streams of income, because you don't want one to weigh heavier than the other and not take care of what you have. You want to add to what you have, right? The goal is to add to what you have. And so if you're looking for opportunities, there's so many out there. Do some Google searches on the topics that you're passionate about. You'll find something that will resonate with you, whether it's real estate investment, direct sales, writing, music, guitar. I know someone who's literally doing a membership site teaching people how to play guitar because he just loves to do that. And he has hundreds of people in his membership where they get together. He teaches them something every week, and then they sit and they all kind of play together online in a membership platform. You can make an online business out of anything. And the one thing I know I've seen, especially because I have been working on building my online platform with Masterpiece Women. Well, when I decided to take this other opportunity, it actually benefited me greatly. So whatever you choose to do, make sure that you have leveled up your influence on social media, because sales now, as much as you may not like it, a huge portion of it is all on social media. So you have to get brave, and you have to do it scared, and you have to be able to take risk. Last week we talked about risk all week on our podcast, because taking risk is so important. Stepping out in faith is so important. So if you feel drawn to do something, just go do it. Scared, feeling, intimidated by social media, whatever, go do it. Right, Laura?
Yes, absolutely. And even too, I find that not only just jumping in and doing it, the more knowledge that you can acquire will just build your self-confidence. And when your self-confidence is there, you don't feel like it's as much of a risk, because you feel more confident that you have the knowledge and you can do it.
100%. And you know what I love about your coaching too is you're a great coach, and you work with mindset, but you really work almost in that consultant space as well. So someone that comes to you, they're not just going to get great coaching, they're also going to get your expertise and help navigate through building. And actually, I know you typically work with people who are already doing investing, or, at least heading that direction, because they want to level up. They want to go to the next level. And that's your expertise, is really helping women to level up, but specifically in all areas of business. But I know your passion and your strongest suit, because you've done it for 38 years, is real estate investment.
Yeah, I really feel that, having my money make me money is, a wonderful thing, because then when I've actually been able to benefit by my investments and have that multiple streams of income, it frees up my time. And that's one thing that is really important, is our time. We can
Absolutely.
acquire money, we can't get our time back. So being able to, free up our time to do the things that we love to do, and be influences in other people's lives.
100%. And that is my passion. I want to help women all over the world free up their time, do whatever it is God's calling them to do. And so many people are moving and transitioning their businesses to online businesses, but it's intimidating. I know when I started doing online, and I'm pretty confident in business, I'm pretty confident in networking, but boy, getting on a video like this 3-4 years ago would have intimidated me to no end. And I may have done it because I'm pretty brave, but I would have been like, ugh. Now I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I love it. It's so much fun. I love doing podcasts. I love just pouring into people. And when you start changing your mindset from I'm scared and I'm not good at it to I can help even one person, and it's not about me. You think about the stories in the Bible, it wasn't about them. It was how could they change the world? And when we really think about that, and we think about how, when we pray, we do gain favor, but it's not about just making money, just like you said, right, Laura? It's about impacting the world and the legacy that we're leaving in impacting the world for good. And that's really what Masterpiece Women is all about. Yes, personal growth, professional growth. We'll give you the tools to help build your business. But at the end of the day, what kind of impact can we make in the marketplace? What kind of impact can we make in the world? That's what our big whys are. And that's why we're able to be, successful in what we do, is because we're keeping our eyes on the big picture. And like you said, not getting down into the weeds. And that's why we have VAs from the Philippines helping us that are incredible on our social media, because we don't want to get stuck in that place. So great advice. What other advice would you give the women before you leave us, Laura, on stepping out when they're scared to go start up their own business or their own investment in real estate?
I think about back when I started with investing in real estate, and I didn't have a coach at that time. And I actually learned from the school of hard knocks. And I can't even imagine where I would be if I had hired a coach, because it's more of a personalized thing. And the good thing about that is you have a cheerleader, you have somebody behind you, supporting you, helping you, guiding you, and helping you in those times with your mindset, or helping you in those times of fear.
Absolutely. Well, and you, as we shared, do some of the consulting with that as well. So finding someone that has the expertise in your niche is really important as well, wouldn't you say, when it comes to learning?
Absolutely, because you want to get the most value that you can. And so, when you specialize in something, you're able to get the value out of that.
So speaking of value, would you give us a few tips on what are a few of the keys that we should be watching out for in real estate investment currently?
Well, I just think that we're coming up to a great shift coming up. And so, being able to take this time and get as much knowledge as possible so that you're really ready to jump in when the opportunity arises. Not that opportunities aren't there all the time, but I just believe we're going to be seeing more and more of them here coming real soon.
I agree. So you have to be prepared to take the risk, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not as great a risk if you know what you're getting into, and it's not as scary either. So
For
All
sure.
right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today and for just adding so much value and sharing your knowledge with us, Laura. Again, ladies with Masterpiece Women, if you're looking for a great coach, reach out to Laura. If you are interested in real estate investment, reach out to Laura. She's a wealth of knowledge. She is an amazing masterpiece woman, and we're excited to have her in our membership. And if you haven't joined our membership, be sure you do, because we have incredible people that are adding value to each other in the group, and let's all grow together. So we look forward to having you, and thank you for being with us today, Laura.
Thank you, Tina, for having me.
All right, we will see you soon in the membership group, Laura, and ladies, have a great day.